Everybody turned against me. Even 50 Cent turned against me. You don't want him as an enemy. But I couldn't be shook, because I remembered I never done nothing to him in my life. Then I got offended. Wait a minute, motherfucker. You got a head like a square. You would cross me? Only 2 square-headed men have made it in Hollywood. You and Herman Monster, nigga. I will not be bullied.
50 is the penguin on a dive.
No.
Curtis?
You can find him in the club.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. So let me ask you, when Pierce...
Hopefully not at Coco Pele.
Damn.
I got somebody looking for you there.
Damn.
I know you're tight, Curtis. You gonna fall for one of my niggas real soon.
This wasn't supposed to happen. Not like this. When Katt Williams sat down for what looked like just another podcast interview, nobody expected him to shake the entire entertainment industry. But then he started naming names. And one of them? 50 Cent. A man known for power, influence, and a reputation that's followed him for years. What did Katt really say? Was it truth, exaggeration, or something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Because once you start connecting the dots, the story gets deeper than anyone expected.
It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. All lies will be exposed. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
I know so many things I shouldn't know. When I walk in a room, heads go down.
It's like Katt Williams could fight a 15-year-old kid that is his height and not do so well. But it does no damage to Katt Williams. He's still that guy.
Yeah.
But I was watching Jamie Foxx's new piece, right?
Yeah.
And he mentioned Katt in it.
Katt Williams got in on it.
Jamie Foxx has a mystery illness. What is a mystery illness?
They say he's suffering from a mystery illness. A mystery illness.
When I watch them, I look and I go, there's no point that you could do something that actually damages what they've developed. Jamie's show, that shit put me on a roller coaster.
Wow. Man, please, Lord, let me get through this.
To understand why this moment matters, you need to understand who Katt Williams really is. For over 2 decades, he's been one of the most unpredictable and outspoken voices in comedy. He's exposed Hollywood before. He's called out industry elites. And he's never been afraid of backlash. But this time, the timing hit differently. Because at the same time, 50 Cent has been dominating not just music, but television. From Power to multiple spin-offs, he's built an empire. And with that empire, comes influence and scrutiny.
This end up made it real cool to be shot. Let me just say, I've been shot before. Ain't shit cool about it. When I got shot, ain't no bitches come out, ain't no music play, nothing. The fuck the part when I got shot, I wasn't even in the altercation. I'm outside the club watching some other niggas. Look at these crazy niggas. Oh shit, that nigga got a gun, nigga. It's better be good. Bam! Wait a minute, Jesus! Pimp down, 1032, bitch, get the trunk. This is bullshit, I done got blood.
He went to a place that I was like, oh, what is going on here?
Yeah.
You were supposed to make me laugh. I'm not sure I'm prepared to be doing all of this extra feelings and stuff.
50 Cent is in the timeline, in the headlines once again. As this time around, it's because of him and Katt Williams. As if you've seen Katt Williams' Netflix special, The Last Report dropped yesterday. He's been doing a little promo run for it, did a few interviews. This is circulation right now. And as it came out, you know how this go. Celebrities, events, and other things that have went down are going to get called out. And one thing about comedians, they've been watching everything that we ain't been watching, letting it work inside their mind. So you see them right there.
Katt didn't directly accuse 50 Cent of anything illegal, but what he did do was question the culture, the exclusivity, and the closed-door nature of certain celebrity circles. And that's where things started to spiral online.
In my perm, nigga, I'm finna black out. I'm finna black. All I'm saying, you gotta enjoy your motherfucking life. That's all the fuck I'm saying. Enjoy your goddamn life. Life is fucking short. Enjoy that shit. Some of y'all just need to smoke some weed and see if it don't help the quality of your motherfucking life. I know, I see some of y'all. Look, I understand. If you ain't smoking weed because you got a good job, then by all means make your paper, boo-boo. But if you ain't got no job and you not smoking weed, I don't know what the fuck you are doing with your life. I really don't. I really don't.
Katt Williams and 50 Cent for years have been saying Hollywood is full of fucking elite paedophilia and scumbags. And they're like, we're not playing the game. And Nathan
Ice Cube's
offers.
on the train too.
Ice Cube's big. He's big into. He's like, look, I'm calling it out.
Some shit too.
So Ice Cube, Katt Williams, and 50 Cent, they're flying the flag for their dirty rangins.
Cool, good.
Good lads. The Katt Williams has been offered 50 million of P Diddy to have the lob long P Diddy's fucking tiddlywink up the old Jolly Roger. Katt Williams fucking point blank refused it.
I seen something the other day. Apparently, P Diddy was talking to Bieber and he's patting Bieber down looking for a wire or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Now here's where it gets complicated, because 50 Cent is no stranger to controversy. From public feuds with artists like Gerald, Rick Ross, to online trolling that regularly goes viral, 50 Cent has built a brand on confrontation. But behind the scenes, he's also known as a strategic businessman, a producer, a network builder, and someone who keeps tight control over his image. Which is why, even indirect comments like Katt's start raising eyebrows.
50 is the penguin on a diet.
No.
Curtis?
Okay. So, right, so you can find him in the club.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. So let me ask you, when Pierce...
Hopefully not at Coco Pele.
Damn.
I got somebody looking for you there.
Damn.
I know your type, Curtis. You gonna fall for one of my niggas real soon. See if you figure out which one.
Oh my God. So
I had somebody watching your ass the second you came down to the clerk's office. Now you
people say something and money, you have to address it. Because of what?
Mm-hmm.
Who is he? I have to address anything that he says. I refuse to participate in it. You know what I mean? Because, see, me personally, I don't play fight. You know what I mean? It's either it's on or it ain't. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. And so the rest of that shit you can hold. And great philosopher 50 Cent said, if you ain't ready to kill a nigga, then avoid.
Let's be clear. There is no verified evidence supporting the more extreme rumors circulating online. And that's important, because in today's internet culture, speculation spreads faster than facts. What Katt Williams did was open a conversation about power, about influence, and about what really happens behind the scenes in entertainment. But the internet took it much further.
They can work something out. But why Katt Williams has beef with 50 Cent? 50 Cent responds. That's the title of this video. We ain't wasting no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Reporting live from Ibis Club in Atlanta, Fright Plus News, I'm Janaba. As you should know, Katt Williams has released a new stand-up special entitled The Last Report this week on Netflix. Williams, who is considered one of the greatest comedians in his time, would use his time on stage to address several different people in the news like Oprah, Shaq.
Going at Cash Patel, FBI director, and it's crazy to have somebody go at the FBI director. You just don't even think that that'll be on Katt Williams' radar like that, but everybody see the thing with his eyes and how they be looking like they about to go out bro head. That's neither here nor there. Katt Williams went in on him right there, but 50 Cent started talking about his box head, said I can't remember that 50 Cent went at me. When 50 Cent called it, of course, as he's gonna be all over, he gonna get tagged on Twitter and everywhere else. He said, dang, Katt shooting at me? That's my man. All right, I'm taking a break before I don't have no friends. Okay, I got a box head. It's cool. Then he reposted Michael Blackson in the comments saying,
This isn't new. Hollywood has always had whispers. From the days of Marlon Brando to modern-day celebrities navigating fame under a microscope, there's always been a gap between public image and private reality. And when someone like Katt speaks, people listen, not because he's always right, but because he's unpredictable enough to say what others won't.
You might have been able to pay everybody down there to get on Facebook and lie about me and say that I was arrested for kidnapping and elderly abuse. Y'all remember when I got arrested and brought here to Dallas
Yes.
after I got what was it, for kidnapping and elderly abuse?
Yes.
It was for me being a fugitive.
Oh yeah, fugitive.
Because DJ Genesis made me a fugitive when she pretended to be Angela Owusu and broke my bond. So that King World and the Bean Team could come in and swoop in online and have me arrested as a fugitive. I was arrested as a fugitive, not for kidnapping.
Martin Lawrence, and more. Now, what would be interesting is that Williams would even take a shot at known online roaster 50 Cent, who recently had the internet laughing for a post he would make about Jay-Z, comparing him to the Predator character after—
Wait, what does that say? I know you're gonna say I'm a hater, but what do you say about what he's, huh? Oh, but what do you say about what he's saying, fool?
So what's really going on here? Is this a comedian exposing uncomfortable truths? Another moment of viral exaggeration in the age of content? Because one thing is certain, 50 Cent hasn't directly responded. And silence, in situations like this, can mean many things: strategy, disinterest, or simply waiting for the noise to fade.
Don't worry, Ed 50 Cent, I got his A for you in my special. And then 50 said, yeah, I put a hit on Katt Williams' A. Ed Michael Blackson said he gonna handle this ish for me on his special, coming soon. Then Michael Blackson came in the comments and said, special got shot on January 3rd in Guyana. I cooked his A for you. Waiting on Leslie Small to finish the edit. Now, we've seen Michael Blackson try to go back and forth with Katt Williams before. Katt Williams he already in his own lane. He going at 50 and things like that. We did see with Katt Williams at this Michael Blackson inside in the Shannon Sharp interview that took over the internet.
I don't have any of those charges. So why does everybody believe it? Why was it all over Facebook? Why did 50 Cent run around talking to every independent white business owner that I went to and talked to and told them about me wanting to run for mayor? Why did you go and buy them all off, Curtis?
Wait, so you did a PSA on Curtis about him and Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
On the cover of him, you kind of poking the bear there.
I'm not poking a bear. I'm saying that he's a stone. And I've spoken to 2 men he's lived in.
In Hollywood, perception is everything. And narratives? They can be created overnight. But the truth? That's harder to find. What Katt Williams did was spark a conversation. What happens next depends on who speaks and who stays silent.
Laugh out loud. Get your down the street. Dang. Boy, I told you, they say if any rapper could be a comedian, 50 Cent would be the one. Well, and he don't, once you say something, he don't stop. He don't stop. So this is going to be interesting. I want to see his response to Katt.
Now, what would be interesting is that Williams would even take a shot at known online roaster 50 Cent, who recently had the internet laughing for a post he would make about Jay-Z, comparing him to the Predator character after Jay-Z's name would end up being discussed amongst the recent releases of the Epstein files.
2024, which that thing is still being talked about today a little bit. But if you didn't know what this come from, Katt Williams, remember what 50 Cent had said when he was on Andrew Schultz on podcast Flagrant, when he was making jokes on him about fighting a 15-year-old kid back in the day and talking about his height.
Coach, I watch the comedians. I enjoy him on another level. What I appreciate about it is they are invincible. Yeah. When I watch them, I look and I go, there's no point that you could do something that actually damages what they've developed, what they built. In any case, like Katt Williams could fight a 15-year-old kid that is his height.
If you want the real stories behind Hollywood headlines, subscribe now, because this is just the beginning.